Hey everybody. So I'm sitting here at the dentist's office and I'm in the parking lot because they had something to do and they gave me the option that I could wait in the lobby for a bit or wait in the car. So I came outside. And I came outside and I thought, I haven't done a video in a while. And like, what am I thinking about? There's been so much that has happened in my life since the last time I did a video. Some good things, some crazy things, but it's been a lot of amazing stuff that has happened. And there was something that it was a good thing about to happen. And sorry about that, radio came on. And I started thinking about it. And I said, when the opportunity was presented to me, I said, I need a minute. Let me think about it. And I took a few days to think about it, and I had to ponder it with a couple of people and, bounce it off some people. Because listen, I don't just take my own advice, okay? I do have some people that I trust. But I took a few days to think about it before I made my actual decision. And then in the process of that, I had a thought. Like, one of the greatest hindrances to the miraculous of God, or one of the greatest hindrances to accomplishing what you asked for or what you asked God for, is hesitation. Hesitation and procrastination has probably destroyed more dreams than people actually not knowing what they're supposed to be doing. Because I believe that people generally know, like they have an idea of what they're supposed to be doing or what they should be doing, but it's so big and so scary that they hesitate. And I thought, wow, I was like, am I hesitating? Or am I really thinking about it and taking a moment to seek God about it? Because listen, there are times when God gives you something and it's not you. It didn't come from you. God gave it to you. And it's so scary. It's terrifying. And we take our time. We ration it away. We put it in the abyss of things. And we say, I'm thinking about it, or I'm seeking God about it. And really what we're doing is kind of hoping it goes away. We're just kind of hoping it goes away, that it fades into black. But that's not how it's supposed to be. Like, I had someone tell me, like, hey, you're really good at this. Like, you're amazing. And in the process of that, it scared me. And excuse me, what she said to me was, listen, you need to be more confident in this thing because you're amazing at it. You should be more confident. And, I wrestle, okay, with not wanting to be prideful, always humble, because I realize that the gifts don't come from me. I realize that I do nothing, of myself. I have no ability like that outside of what God has given me. Now, you can absolutely take your gift and you can take God out of it, or you can walk away from God and still be gifted. But understand where your gift actually came from. So you can take your gift away from God, and use it however you want, but you can't change where it came from. Okay. So I'm always mindful that the wisdom that I have, it comes from God. The talent and abilities, I was born with them. Those things come from God. Life happens and things happen and you realize what's in you. It brings it up out of you or reveals it to you as you go. That stuff comes from God. You can't take credit from that. So I'm always credit for that. So I'm always mindful of that. So when people give me compliments, I don't drink my own Kool-Aid. Like, thank you, I appreciate it. And when I show something to somebody for them to, proof it, or, give me some feedback, um, or, red line this for me so I know what I need to change, and they go, there are no changes to be made. This is great. Submit it just like that. Don't take nothing away. Don't add anything to it. This is awesome. I always just, thank you. But I don't promote, my own stuff. When somebody asks something about me, I don't talk about, my accomplishments. I'm Shonda. Because somebody else will do that for you. You don't have to. But there's a thin line between humility and self-sabotage, or downplaying your gift and who you are. Like, you have to find that delicate balance, so that hey, I'm not being arrogant. I'm just good at what I do. So when it comes to certain things, I don't even hesitate. But when it comes to these things that's going to go out into the world, yeah, I will second guess it sometimes, almost to death. So I'm appreciative of the people who push me. I'm appreciative of my village. If you have a village, man, celebrate your village. Celebrate the people who push you past your limitations, those who snatch you out of your comfort zone, because you need those people. You need those people who say, hey, I understand that you're being humble. I understand you don't want to be prideful, but this is good and somebody else needs to hear it. So you need to say it on a different platform. And you need to say this to more than just me. Or you need to say this, hey, we all need that push sometimes. We all need it. Don't let hesitation, because you don't think you're good enough. Because that's what's at the base of it. That's what's at the bottom of it, is that you question whether or not you're actually good enough for what you think could possibly happen. You secretly want to be on Good Morning America, but you secretly wonder if you're good enough actually for it. If somebody asks you a question, you can do, let me flip this to me. Somebody asks me a question, I can talk to you for an hour about it, hands down. But you want to record me? I'm terrified. Terrified. You want me to speak in front of a crowd? I got to think about that. I got to pray about it. But you catch me one-on-one, run it for hours. You want me to do something publicly? That hesitation and the procrastination that gets me every time. Listen, I want to encourage you and me to accept the greatness. Accept the greatness. It goes back to that video. I want to change my life, but I don't want my life to change. Man, listen. Nothing changes until something changes. And sometimes a part of that change is your circle. Sometimes a part of that change is your job. Sometimes a part of that change is, just a position on your job. Sometimes a part of that change is your church. Sometimes a part of that change is your husband, your wife, your best friend. Sometimes that change, you don't know what it is. Sometimes that change is you're going to be lonely for a while. You're going to be homeless for a minute. You don't know what the change is going to be, but there will be change. There's going to be change. Accept that greatness. There's a proving ground, for greatness. Man, listen. I had often heard people talk about, with power comes responsibility. That is true. When you are put in positions of power, it should absolutely cause you to be more humble. It should cause you to generously give thought to the people who have to process what you say or what you do when you become empowered. Because it's not just for you. Power is there for you to make a difference. It's there for you to evoke and provoke change. It's there for you to grow and help somebody else grow. And we don't always have time to hesitate. I remember when my son was younger and we'd be walking, and I would always tell him before we left, if we were walking somewhere, if we were going across a parking lot, or if we were walking down the street, or if he was riding his bike and I was beside him, I would always tell him, I said, listen to me when I tell you to do something. I said, if we're out somewhere and I tell you to run, you don't have time to ask me why. Don't hesitate when I tell you to do something. If you're out and I say stop, I need you to stop on the dime. If I say run, I need you to take off as fast as you can. Whatever the instruction is that I give you, I don't want you to hesitate, because either I see some danger, I see some progress, and I see it and you need to get it. You need to move. You need to stop. You need to be quiet. You need to speak. Whatever it is I'm telling you to do, I need you to do it, and I need you to do it with haste. Don't hesitate, because it could save your life. That was great advice for him. So if we were walking somewhere and I go, stop, there are no questions asked. That's the same kind of obedience that we need to have when it comes to God. When he tells you to do something, you need to do it with haste. If he tells you to stop, you need to stop with haste. If he tells you to speak, you need to speak it right then. If he tells you to be quiet, shush it up. Because he sees something, he knows something that could save your life. It could change your life for the better. It could propel you into that life you've been waiting to live. It could catapult you into that life that you've been designed for, because at the base of it all, you've been designed. You feel like there's more to you than this. But you've been hesitating and procrastinating and still wondering why it hasn't happened yet. Wondering why the prayer hasn't been answered yet. And it's because, hey, I said move and you hesitated. I said stop and you hesitated. I said do it and you procrastinated. It didn't take me 15 years to do it for you. It took you 15 years to follow the instructions. God ain't procrastinating. He ain't hesitating. Holy Spirit ain't hesitating or procrastinating. He's always speaking, always instructing, always saying what to do. Hey, go here. Don't go there. Take a right. Make a left. Be a little bit late. Be a little bit early. I don't know why I came this way. He's always giving instruction, and we're always rationing it away because we're hesitating, procrastinating. Want to be successful? Oh, not yet. Tired of living here. I want to move, but not yet. Man, I don't want to live here no more. There's nothing else for me. And what I want to do is 1,000 miles away from here, but not just yet. I'm going to wait, because if I stay here and I do this and I save my money, then I'll be able to do it. You're never going to have enough money. You're never going to have enough time. You'll never have enough money to do everything you want to do. You'll never have enough time to accomplish all the stuff that you want before you actually take a leap. But I tell you one thing, God makes sure you have. He makes sure you have time to do what he told you to do. And he makes sure that you have provision to do what he told you to do. But we don't see it. So we procrastinate, waiting for it to magically appear. But faith is the substance of things that you hope for. Faith substantiates what you can't see. It gives it substance. It gives substance to what you can't see. Because if you say what you see until you see what you've said, then now you can actually have the manifestation of your faith. It will manifest. But you got to stop hesitating. You got to stop procrastinating. That God's told you to do something. You know that he's told you to move. You know that he's told you to get out. But you hesitate because right where you are is convenient, is comfortable. You've worked out a routine and you have settled into that routine so good. And you're procrastinating because it's uncomfortable. I can tell you right now to start embracing discomfort, because It's truly in the midst of the discomfort that you find freedom. Because being uncomfortable forces you to move. It forces you to move from a place. It will snatch you right out of a place. Discomfort. What is it? The town in Alabama that has the statue of the boll weevil when you come in? Yeah. They built that monument to the boll weevil because the boll weevil destroyed their cotton crop and forced them to plant something else, which agriculturally changed the town, brought them more money and success than they ever could have imagined because they just wanted to plant cotton. That's where their mind was. But the boll weevil came, and as much as they hated it and tried to get rid of it, it destroyed the cotton crop and forced them to plant, was it peanuts? Changed the entire town. Sometimes God will put a boll weevil in your life or a locust, come in and eat it up so that you can do something else, so that you move in a different direction. I mean, who are we that God is so mindful of us that he will strategically destroy the plan that we have so that we move into the plan that he has, so that we can stop living in obscurity and mediocrity and move from the back to the front. And you don't even know it because it's so uncomfortable for you. It's so out of your comfort zone. I don't do that. That's the problem. You don't do that, but you should do that. We got to stop hesitating. Stop procrastinating. Somebody right now watching this video, you mad at me because I said it's time to stop procrastinating, because you know that's exactly what you've been doing. That's exactly what's been hindering you. That's exactly what's been stopping you from full flow. Start, stop. Take off a little bit and see, I got to come back. Throw it out, reel it back. You put your left foot in, you take your right foot out. Some of y'all been playing hokey pokey with your dreams for 20 years. I'm going to give you a little bit and I'm going to take it right back because you scared. And I understand all of that. Scared of the success. What if it blows up? I can't even tell you how much time I wasted thinking about, man, my life going to get so busy, I ain't going to have time. That's all you got. All you really have is time. Your time on this side is limited, but you have eternity. So you have this finite concept or construct of time to determine how you will spend the rest of your time. Yeah, I know. We all need to unplug from the system sometime, from the matrix. I'm telling you, two things that are so detrimental to progress, whether it's Christian progress, kingdom progress, personal success and progress. The two things that are so dangerous to that: hesitation, procrastination. If you can wrap that up and set it on fire, you're going to see some things happen in your life that are mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. The person that you love so much that's holding you back because you know you've outgrown them, or your life just going in two different directions. But it's comfortable and it's convenient. And this one right here, this the one. I've been here too. And this is the one that keeps churches from ascension. This one, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I can't not want to hurt your feelings to the point where I suppress my life, where I suppress God's glory and God's provision for my life, because I don't want you to feel bad that I'm blessed. We don't want people to feel bad that we're blessed, or we don't want people to feel bad that they're wrong. You live your life. Do what you need to do. Ascend into the heights. Let him make your feet like hinds feet and set you up on your high places. Jealousy is going to do too. Jealousy is cruel as the grave. Envy is provocative. It will provoke you to move from where you are. It did it for me. I was watching my sister just grow and she was moving in God and preaching and fasting and praying, and the heavenly language that she had. It made me jealous and envious. Hey, God. Hey, big God. Put me in, coach. If you're not the weakest link in your chain has a problem. If it snaps underneath you, you're going to fall. If it snaps above you, you're going to be crushed. You need to be the weakest link in your chain. So imagine how strong you are. So everybody you surround yourself with needs to be stronger than you so that you're always reaching upward. Yeah. Told y'all before. Red flags look like Six Flags when you're having fun. Don't stay at Six Flags until the time is up. Do what you need to do. Say what you need to say. Because I can guarantee you this. Somebody's waiting on you to do it. Somebody waiting on you to say it. Somebody's waiting on you to be it. Because their success and progress is attached to you. Those souls are attached to you. So imagine if you never do it. It's not just you who sits right there. It's the person who was waiting on your testimony to free them. They stay right there too. So yeah, just like sin can infect the entire camp, so can the blessings, so can freedom, so can the ascension and the joy. I remember before I got saved, I remember sitting in church, and I remember, man, a praise break. I'm talking about the real praise breaks back in the day. I ain't talking about all this stuff now where people just fall just so that you feel good about yourself. That ain't what I'm talking about. If you see me go out, you know it was the power of God. I'm not doing no courtesy falls. So it was a real praise break that broke out. And of course, if you're in the midst of it, you can feel it. I could feel it around me, but it wasn't in me like that. And I was looking at them and they looked so happy. And they was just shouting and dancing and they looked all out of breath. And I was like, I want that. I'm like, I want that. Whatever that is that they're feeling, that joy right there that make you just break out in the aisle, I want that. Whatever that is make you throw up your hands, like I want that. But you can't hesitate. You can't hesitate because when it comes in like a rushing mighty wind and the cloven tongues of fire sit up on you, and when that fire hits you, you can't hesitate. You can't quench it. You got to go with it. You got to be ready to move. You got to be ready all the time because he's going to come sweeping through the city. What you going to do? And I remember just like, wow, just jumping in the fray. I ain't tell you what happened after that. Don't hesitate. Don't procrastinate. If there's a job that you want, go for it. Go for it. There's somebody you love, tell them. Tell them. What you waiting for? What you scared of? Why you procrastinating? You're going to wait until somebody else come along and scoop them up. Then you're going to feel some kind of way, or you're going to go after them then. Why? Don't procrastinate. Go on and do it. You want to write? Write the book. Do it. I wanted to do it. Did it. Now, it took me a long time to do it. I procrastinated a long time. But I finally did it. And it opened up some things for me and unlocked some places in me that enabled me to do some other things. Do it. You want to sing? Sing. Now, the disclaimer to that, make sure you have that ability to sing. I'm not talking about joyful noises, okay? I'm talking about singing. If you can sing and that's what you want to do, sing. You may as well risk it on your dream. You may as well. If you don't have it, what you got to lose? What you got to lose going for it? Stop hesitating and procrastinating until the evil days come upon you. And then all you have is a bunch of regrets. And I wish I had. I should have. Stop procrastinating. Stop hesitating. Tell you like I told my son. When you hear move, move quickly. When you hear stop, make it on a dime. Okay? If I say scream, open your mouth, tilt your head back, and let it out. Don't hesitate. Don't procrastinate. It could save your life. It could propel you and catapult you to the place you've always been trying to go. Man. And two things. Hesitation, procrastination. Think about it. I love y'all. Talk to y'all later.